Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another brew review. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, always good to see you, coming on back. Let's get into it, shall we? So before we get started with today's video, I literally a few minutes ago just found out that the shop that makes my glasswares, yeah, I don't have the other ones at the moment right now. They're Occupado, but yeah, the shop that makes my glasses, I don't know if they went out of business, but they no longer have that connection available to me through Etsy. In transparency, I haven't tried to reach out to them other than through Etsy. I could probably get an email or look them up online or something, but I really hope they're not out of business. I hope they're still doing business. I hope I can still get some more glassware and have that pipeline open for anyone who wanted to get some. So today's brew review is going to be the Samuel Adams Winter White Ale, spice and citrusy, 5.7 alcohol percentage per volume, 8 IBUs, international bitterness units, all brewed with spices. Ale brewed with spices, my bad. Let's take a look at the backside, shall we? Winter may be chilly, but this is a festive ale. Now this is a seasonal ale, which means they only make it during a certain time of the year, but that doesn't mean you can't buy it any time of the year. Let's break out my tool, get that cork cap off there. Yep. Thank you, tool. Let's go ahead and get that pour on, shall we? Let it ride. Let it ride. Boom. Nice. Okay, it's a good looking thing. Samuel Adams Winter White Ale. I do believe they have another one, cold snap. Haven't done the cold snap yet. It's still chilling. It's still chilling. It's been chilling for some time. I've kind of like slowed down on the brew reviews because I have to have a carbohydrate deficit in order to have these beers because, well, while we're at it, why don't we go ahead and get that done. For all you calorie counting carb connoisseurs out there, the calorie count on this Winter White is 180 calories and about 14 grams of carbs. So that's half my daily allotment in carbs. So yeah, I have to wait until I have enough of a deficit to be able to, have one of these and be just fine without having to take extra insulin or anything. And that's fine and dandy. So there's 5 grams of sugar and 20 milligrams of sodium. I've never thought to look at the sodium in these things, but let's go ahead and get it under the nose. Okay, yeah, there is some citrus, orange peel, and cinnamon spice. That's I can see how that could be like a winter kind of ale. Definitely smells like it's going to be juicy. So they do use specific noble hops. I didn't get that in there. 2-row pale and wheat with their proprietary yeast blend. Now they say they usually make this between October and January. And the pairings with this are deep and robust foods. Stuff you might eat during the winter, during the holiday season. So Mr. Randy paid $2.48 out the door. It's nice and warm. It smells like a candle that you might have right around Thanksgiving to Christmas. So let's go ahead and get this first palating. Sam Adams has not let me down. Well, that porch rocker wasn't too great. I didn't care too much for that porch rocker. But yeah, besides that, Samuel Adams has been more of a hit than a miss. Oh yeah, that's nice. Have a taste. That's pretty good, huh? Yeah. You definitely get orange peel and cinnamon on the nosing. On the palate, there's not much distinctiveness on the palate as you do have in the nose. On the nose, you can definitely get there's a citrus and a cinnamon. On the palate, I don't think I can get that. There's definitely, I think there might be a little bit of orange on the back end here. It's very light, but I think I can get more of a orange than I do a cinnamon. There's this like bright citrus but warm kind of sensation to it. I'll go one more. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. 5.7%. That's just slightly above average. Average is usually roughly about 5%. Sometimes below that, but less over that. The finish is just a little bit of creaminess that you get that sort of like froths up on the sides of the tongue where it meets the cheeks. That's where it likes to rest. It likes to go down with the gravity, and it likes to rest in that little crevice. And as you work your mouth and you work your tongue and your cheeks, it sort of like frosts that up a little bit, and you can get some good creaminess off of that. It's got a pretty clean finish, actually. I am detecting just the slightest bit of like citrus peel, not like the actual orange, but more of that peel, sort of like a semi sourness to it that you would get off of an orange. Not that bright juiciness, but like the sour sort of deep richness you get from a peel. Not a whole lot of cinnamon to be found on this palate. So let's put a score on it, shall we? It's pretty nice. The carb count is, it's a little high, but it's manageable. At least it's not pushing like 20 something like some of these IPAs I've been getting into. That's kind of rough trying to have an IPA because it pretty much decimates any and all carbs I can use up during the day. Now, just a quick caveat on that. I can go over 30, but anything over 30 is not doing me any good. It's just adding to the problem. So if I can keep it 30 or under, I'm doing good, and that creates a deficit where my body starts working more off of what it already has instead of adding to it. So anything over 30 is not doing me good. It's just adding to the problem. My fair price, we didn't score it. Okay. It's seasonal. It's got a pretty good taste, good palate. It's got a nice nose. Let's give it a solid 4 out of 5. I think a solid 4 out of 5 fits it just well. The only thing that's really like nagging me is that 14 carbs. But like I said, just got to be smarter on how you do things, and everything's just fine. But those IPAs, man, some of those IPAs, they get up in the 20s, and it's like, I got to go hard all day long, and I got to create a bigger deficit so that I don't, I don't go over my limit there. My fair price, I'll leave it alone. I think it's just fine. Under $2.50 for the bottle. That's the single. But of course, it's going to be closer to $2 if you buy it in bulk or more. Would I buy this again? I would consider it. I'd like to see the ABV bumped up a little bit. That would bump its overall score and the likelihood of me buying it again. I would have no qualms in selecting this. Like if I went to a restaurant and this was like, the best that they had, of course I would take that. But if they had some like lower level like brews available for the menu, I'd go with this. Definitely go with that. Have no qualms going for it. Well, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do that while you're there. And let me know in the comment section. Where are you at? What are you drinking? What's going on in the world of libations around you? Have you had a Samuel Adams? Have you heard of it? No, I'm pretty sure you probably have. What about the Winter White Ale? Have you ever tried that? Have you ever seen it? Like I said, it's a seasonal, but hey, it's still on the shelf. You can probably still buy it up to a certain point, right? Because, yeah, March, we're good. Anyway, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.